Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into the world of Liberty United States Eisenhower $1 coins, some of the most iconic and valuable dollar coins ever minted in U.S. history. Moneybag, from the rare 1971 S silver proof to the highly sought-after 1976 Bicentennial Eisenhower dollar. These coins hold not only stunning designs of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, but also hidden value that could turn a simple dollar into hundreds or even thousands. In this video, we'll reveal the top 5 most valuable Eisenhower $1 coins you need to look out for, including their mint marks, silver content, and why collectors around the world are paying huge amounts for these shining pieces of American history. The 1972 Eisenhower $1 coin is one of the most captivating and powerful treasures in American numismatic history. A coin that holds both patriotic legacy and breathtaking potential value. Born in an era of post-war pride and exploration, this coin was issued to honor the memory of General Dwight D. Eisenhower, the great World War II hero and 34th President of the United States. It was also a symbol of national achievement, celebrating the Apollo 11 moon landing with an eagle landing on the lunar surface engraved on its reverse side, a design that united America's proud past with its fearless leap into the future. When you hold a 1972 Eisenhower dollar in your hand, you're holding a story of courage, leadership, and ambition. A story struck in metal that continues to echo through time. What makes the 1972 Eisenhower dollar so extraordinary is the mystery of its mint mark and design variations, which have turned it into a modern legend among collectors. The coin was struck at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, each identified by its mint mark, D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and no mark for Philadelphia. But among these, the 1972 Philadelphia issues are the ones that hold unimaginable value due to extremely rare design varieties on the reverse, where the earth behind the eagle shows subtle differences in shape and islands. These are known to collectors as Type 1, Type 2, and Type 3 reverses, and the Type 2, showing the earth with faint outlines of Florida and the Caribbean, is the most famous and sought after. Very few were made, and finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition can mean discovering a treasure worth tens of thousands or more. In perfect grade, that same coin could command a price so high that it might truly change your fortune overnight. The 1972 Eisenhower dollar also carries a special aura because it was the last large-sized dollar coin minted for circulation in the United States. Its massive, silver-colored face and weight in hand remind people of old American silver dollars that once symbolized strength and prosperity. Although most 1972 Eisenhower dollars were copper-nickel clad, a select few mint coins were struck in 40% silver for collectors, and these shine with a brilliance unlike any other. The silver versions, preserved in their original condition, hold a beauty that seems to radiate history itself. They were not just coins. They were national statements of pride, technology, and craftsmanship during a time when America was redefining itself as both a superpower and a spacefaring nation. If you are ever lucky enough to own or find a 1972 Eisenhower dollar with an unusual shine, perfect detail, or that elusive rare variety, don't underestimate what you hold. Some of these coins have reached value so astonishing that they've stunned even seasoned collectors. A flawless Type 2 in high grade can fetch sums that most people can only dream of. A coin that started as $1 now worth a fortune in today's market. That is the magic of numismatics. A tiny piece of history that could rewrite your destiny. So, before you ever think of spending or selling it cheaply, remember, this coin has the power to transform your life overnight. It's more than money. It's a piece of America's golden past, a tribute to leadership, exploration, and unity, and perhaps the key to your own unimaginable fortune. The 1971 Eisenhower $1 coin stands as one of the most iconic and commanding pieces ever struck by the United States Mint, a coin that bridges history, honor, and hidden fortune. Minted to celebrate both President Dwight D. Eisenhower and the Apollo 11 moon landing, this coin represents power, patriotism, and progress all at once. It was the first dollar coin issued by the U.S. Mint since the Peace Dollar series ended in 1935, and when it entered circulation, it instantly caught the eyes of collectors and citizens alike. But what makes the 1971 Eisenhower dollar so mesmerizing is that beneath its bold design lies a world of value that only the truly observant can recognize. Certain versions of this coin, especially those minted in silver with the S mint mark from San Francisco, have become legends capable of commanding staggering sums in today's market. When found in flawless condition or with unique minting errors, this coin can transform an ordinary collector into a millionaire overnight. The creation of the 1971 Eisenhower dollar was not just an act of minting money. It was an act of commemoration. The obverse proudly features a profile of General and President Dwight D. Eisenhower, a man whose leadership changed the course of history during World War II and beyond. The reverse side captures the bold spirit of space exploration, depicting the majestic Eagle landing on the moon, a direct tribute to the Apollo 11 mission that united the world in awe. Together, these two images symbolize the strength of America on Earth and its boundless reach beyond the stars. This was more than a coin. It was a metallic monument to the triumphs of leadership and human achievement. Crafted in both copper-nickel and silver-clad versions, the silver issues were struck in limited numbers, giving them a luster, rarity, and intrinsic value that separates them from ordinary circulation pieces. The 1971 Eisenhower dollar with its S mint mark, struck at the San Francisco Mint, is especially treasured by collectors because it was produced in 40% silver. These were not released into general circulation, but sold in special collector sets, making them instantly more valuable. Over the decades, many were mishandled, melted, or lost, leaving only a fraction in pristine condition today. A perfect or near-perfect proof or uncirculated silver Eisenhower dollar can fetch incredible prices. And if it carries any minting error, double die strike, or proof-like surface, the worth can skyrocket to extraordinary levels. Auction records have shown that when collectors spot that flawless shine and deep mirror finish, competition becomes fierce, with bids soaring in the thousands. And some rare examples have even crossed into six-figure territory. It's this unpredictability, this potential for a hidden fortune, that keeps the Eisenhower dollar in the spotlight of modern coin collecting. So, if you happen to come across a 1971 Eisenhower $1 coin, take a careful look. That small S mint mark, that mirror-like surface, that silver shimmer could be the key to unimaginable wealth. Don't be fooled by its ordinary face value. The true power of this coin lies in its story, its craftsmanship, and its rarity. It's a piece of America's soul cast in silver, a symbol of leadership, victory, and ambition. Holding one is like holding history itself, a bridge between the heroic legacy of Eisenhower and the limitless dreams of space exploration. In today's market, this coin doesn't just hold metal. It holds magic, mystery, and the power to change your fortune overnight. If destiny ever drops this shining treasure into your hands, protect it, treasure it, and remember, this is not just a coin. It's a silver key that could unlock a future of unimaginable worth. The 1974 Eisenhower $1 coin stands as one of the most captivating treasures of modern American coinage, a gleaming symbol of strength, leadership, and national pride. Struck in honor of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, a man whose courage shaped history both on the battlefield and in the White House, this coin carries a spirit that transcends its face value. The 1974 Eisenhower dollar was among the last of the big, bold silver dollar coins before America shifted towards smaller, lighter materials. For a short window, the U.S. Mint produced these majestic dollars in a special silver-clad composition, mainly for collectors, while most others were copper-nickel clad for general use. The silver versions, especially those with an S mint mark from San Francisco or rare proof like Denver and Philadelphia strikes, shimmer with a tone and weight that immediately set them apart. That combination of limited silver issues, presidential tribute, and Cold War-era design makes the 1974 Eisenhower dollar a prize that collectors still chase half a century later. Imagine the world in 1974. The space race had just given humanity a view of Earth from the moon, inflation was biting at wallets, and Americans were longing for symbols of unity and power. The Eisenhower dollar captured that feeling perfectly. Its obverse shows like steady, commanding profile. The soldier who led Allied forces to victory in World War II and later guided a nation through years of challenge. On the reverse glows an eagle landing on the moon, clutching an olive branch, a nod to the Apollo 11 mission and the spirit of peace through strength. That design, echoing both heroism and hope, makes every Eisenhower dollar more than metal. It's a story struck in silver. Among the 1974 coins, those bearing clean luster, deep mirror finishes, or sharp details from early die strikes can send collectors into bidding wars. Over time, most of these majestic coins were spent, scuffed, or melted down, but the rare survivors in uncirculated or proof condition now shine like stars in the numismatic sky. Some 1974 Eisenhower dollars, especially the Silver S mint proofs or coins with striking errors, double dies, off-center strikes, or deep cameo contrasts, can command breathtaking prices at auctions. A perfect example graded by top certification services can sell for thousands, and in the right market conditions, rumor and rarity can push values higher still. When you hold one of these in pristine condition, you feel the weight of history, literally and figuratively. It's not just a dollar. It's the echo of an era that valued courage, craftsmanship, and pride in the nation's achievements. So if you ever come across a 1974 Eisenhower $1 coin, don't let it slip through your fingers or spend it casually. Look for the gleam of silver, the proud mint mark, and the sharpness of its details. You could be holding a hidden fortune, a coin with the power to change your destiny overnight. Beyond its potential worth in today's market, it carries something even more valuable, a legacy of American greatness forged in silver and sealed with history. This is a coin that reminds us that treasures don't always glitter in gold. Sometimes they shine in the cool, commanding light of silver, carrying the name of a leader and the story of a nation that believed in strength, honor, and the promise of prosperity. The 1977 Eisenhower $1 coin stands as one of the most powerful and iconic pieces in the history of American coinage. Named after the great U.S. President and World War II General Dwight D. Eisenhower, this coin symbolizes strength, leadership, and national pride. Minted in the late 1970s, it was the last large-sized dollar coin made of copper nickel clad, giving it both a commanding presence and historic value. The silver-colored shine of this mighty coin captures the energy of an America rebuilding confidence after the turbulence of the Vietnam era and the moon landing achievements of the Apollo missions, which the reverse side proudly honors with a famous eagle landing on the moon design. But among the millions struck, a few 1977 Eisenhower dollars, especially those with unique mint marks, proof strikes, or rare minting errors, are considered treasures beyond imagination, sometimes valued at astonishing prices that could change one's destiny overnight. When you hold a 1977 Eisenhower dollar in your hand, you're holding more than a coin. You're holding the closing chapter of an American legacy. By this time, the U.S. Mint had nearly abandoned large, heavy dollar coins for smaller, lighter issues. The Ike dollar, as collectors lovingly call it, was the last of its kind, a bold, shining piece of Americana that bridged the old age of silver dollars with the new era of modern coinage. Each mint mark, whether it be D for Denver, S for San Francisco, or no mark for Philadelphia, tells a slightly different story, and some of these pieces, especially the rare proof or silver-clad version struck at San Francisco, have achieved legendary status in the numismatic world. In near-perfect uncirculated condition, these coins shimmer like mirrors, and a flawless one can command prices that rise into the thousands or, in certain rare cases, reach valuations that sound like dreams, touching the $1 million mark when unique errors or perfect grades combine. The power of the 1977 Eisenhower dollar lies not just in its beauty, but in its history. It represents a nation transitioning, from the moon landing triumphs that inspire its design, to the pride in honoring a leader who led America to victory in World War II and into an age of progress. The coin's eagle landing on the moon isn't just a design. It's a symbol of human achievement and American courage. When struck in silver-clad proof versions, the coin gleams with an almost ethereal glow, like a moonlight reflection itself. Over time, many of these coins were spent, worn, or forgotten in drawers, but those few that survived untouched have become powerful relics, reminders that small things can hold immense worth. So, if you ever come across a 1977 Eisenhower $1 coin, especially one bearing a clear mint mark, sharp details, or a brilliant uncirculated shine, guard it carefully. It may look like just another old coin, but beneath its surface could lie unimaginable fortune. Collectors worldwide still hunt these hidden gems, knowing that a rare error or mint condition Ike can change everything overnight. This coin carries the soul of an era, a piece of America's strength, pride, and resilience captured forever in metal. In today's market, the right Eisenhower dollar isn't just valuable, it's life-changing, a shining symbol of history, hope, and hidden wealth waiting for the right hands to discover its true glory. The 1978 Eisenhower $1 coin stands tall as one of the most talked about treasures in American coin history, a coin that represents the closing chapter of an era. Minted in the final year of the Eisenhower dollar series, this coin carries more than just the image of a great U.S. president. It carries the weight of a nation transitioning from silver to modern metal. The Ike dollar, as collectors fondly call it, was the last of the large-sized U.S. dollar coins made for circulation, and its 1978 issue became an instant symbol of nostalgia and power. Though most 1978 Eisenhower dollars were made of copper-nickel-clad metal, select mint-marked pieces, especially the ones struck with rare die errors or special finishes, have become legendary in the coin-collecting world, commanding unimaginable prices in today's market. To hold one in your hand is to hold the heartbeat of American history itself, a gleaming tribute to leadership, innovation, and legacy. Born during a time of national pride and change, the Eisenhower dollar honored both President Dwight D. Eisenhower and the Apollo 11 moon landing. This powerful blend of patriotism and progress made the coin stand out from the start. The design features Eisenhower's bold profile on the obverse, symbolizing post-war strength and unity, while the reverse celebrates the soaring eagle landing on the moon, a proud reminder of mankind's first step into space. The Denver and San Francisco mint-marked versions of the 1978 Eisenhower dollar especially gained prestige among collectors for their precise strikes and limited production. Some rare silver-clad collector versions struck at the San Francisco Mint, bearing an S mint mark, are known for their brilliance in deep mirror-like fields, instantly catching the eye of those who understand their true worth. Over the years, stories have surfaced of unique 1978 Eisenhower coins that turned out to be minting miracles. Double strikes, off-center errors, or coins with remarkable proof-like finishes that slipped into circulation unnoticed. These are the coins that make collectors' hearts race, because a single authentic error or high-grade specimen can change a person's fortune overnight. Imagine owning a flawless Eisenhower dollar with perfect surfaces, mirror reflections, and razor-sharp details. Its auction price could soar into the tens or hundreds of thousands, and in certain cases, into the realm of the unbelievable. That's why experts say, never underestimate the coin that carries history in its shine. A seemingly ordinary 1978 Ike could be a silent millionaire maker, waiting in a forgotten drawer, or old collection box, holding the power to change someone's destiny. So, if you ever come across a 1978 Eisenhower dollar coin, look closely at that mint mark, a tiny D for Denver, an S for San Francisco, or no mark for Philadelphia, because that little letter could mean the difference between a keepsake and a life-changing treasure. This isn't just a dollar. It's a piece of American pride frozen in metal, echoing the legacy of a war hero president and the triumph of space exploration. In today's collector market, the Eisenhower dollar shines brighter than ever, with rare variations and pristine conditions fetching astronomical prices. It's more than money. It's history, honor, and hidden fortune combined in one coin. The 1978 Eisenhower dollar reminds us that true wealth doesn't always come from size or glitter, but from the story it carries. And this story could turn into your fortune overnight if destiny places one of these extraordinary coins in your hands. The Eisenhower $1 coin from 1776 to 1976 with the Denver D mint mark stands among the most iconic and collectible pieces in American numismatic history. This bicentennial coin was not just an ordinary dollar. It was a powerful symbol celebrating 200 years of American independence, honoring both President Dwight D. Eisenhower and the nation's historic spirit. These coins feature the dual date 1776 to 1976 on the obverse and a majestic image of the Liberty Bell superimposed over the moon on the reverse, an image that captures America's journey from revolution to space exploration. While millions were produced for circulation, certain rare varieties and mint errors have become hidden treasures worth thousands and sometimes even millions of dollars in today's collector market. Their rarity, historical importance, and silver content make them irresistible to serious coin enthusiasts and investors alike. What truly sets some of these Eisenhower bicentennial dollars apart is the combination of minting anomalies and pristine preservation. The Denver D Mint Mark coins, for example, can show extraordinary differences in strike quality, planchet composition, and luster. Some were struck on 40% silver planchets instead of the standard copper-nickel clad, making them exceedingly rare. Even more remarkable are the coins that display striking errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or missing mint marks, which can catapult their value from a few dollars to thousands. Collectors are always on a hunt for high-grade examples certified by professional grading services, particularly those that achieve MS 67 or higher, where the coin's brilliant sharpness and flawless surfaces make it stand out as a true masterpiece of minting perfection. Imagine holding a bicentennial Eisenhower dollar that has never been touched by human hands, preserved in its original luster for nearly half a century. The appeal of such coins goes far beyond the metal they're made of. It's the history, the craftsmanship, and the emotion that drives collectors to pay unimaginable prices. The 1976 D Eisenhower silver clad proofs are among the most desirable, as they were struck with meticulous care and intended for collectors only. Some of these proof coins have fetched tens of thousands of dollars at auction, particularly those with mirror-like finishes and strong strikes. There are even documented sales where error varieties, such as wrong planchet strikes or full torch impressions, have reached six-figure sums, turning ordinary people into overnight millionaires simply because they held on to a rare coin from America's past. The bicentennial celebration itself adds a magical touch to the Eisenhower dollar story. Released during a time of immense national pride, these coins were meant to circulate as a reminder of freedom, unity, and progress. Many people save them as keepsakes, unaware that decades later, their seemingly ordinary dollar might be worth a small fortune. Collectors today prize coins with sharp details, deep cameo finishes, and especially those that still shine with their original mint brilliance. The 1976 D Eisenhower bicentennial dollar is not just a coin. It's a piece of living history, a bridge between the birth of America and its modern achievements. When paired with its silver composition and minting errors, its desirability skyrockets, making it one of the most valuable $1 coins ever struck by the U.S. Mint. If you have a 1776 to 1976 Eisenhower dollar with a D Mint mark, take a closer look. You might be holding a coin worth far more than $1. Examine its edges for silver shine. Check for proof-like surfaces, and look for unique minting characteristics that set it apart. Some of these bicentennial coins, especially in perfect uncirculated condition or rare silver-clad proofs, have sold for over $100,000 or more, depending on rarity and condition. These aren't just coins. They're gateways to untold fortunes, symbols of American heritage, and living proof that treasures often hide in plain sight. So before you spend or trade that old Eisenhower dollar, remember, it could be the very coin that changes your life forever, a rare bicentennial treasure with the power to turn history into wealth.